Hey everyone, how you doing? I'm Chip, and welcome to my YouTube world. So I'm back again to do another unboxing review video. Today I'm super excited, man. Today I'm actually going to be opening and taking a look at Star Wars Black Series Luke Skywalker. This is the Imperial Light Cruiser version from The Mandalorian season #1. I'm sure you all remember the scene, at the end of the Mando season 1 where he comes in and rescues Grogu basically and leaves the rest to fend for themselves. Not really, but in general. So this is this is the new character, and man, this is definitely one of the more unique pieces that I actually would have in my collection. So that's very cool. I'm excited to have this one. So let's get into it. So I'll start unboxing this thing, and you know what I need? I need a lightsaber for this one. Yeah, they're just gonna cut this bad boy open like we do. Ah, there we go. There we go. Awesomeness. Awesome. All right. So what we got here is the plastic-free version of the Luke Skywalker figure. And basically how he comes in his little, it always reminds me of a mummy wrapped up in, you should be sitting in a, a shrine or something. But anyway, the only thing I did notice on this a little bit different is you'll notice that the Star Wars actually is printed on the actual paper, where I've had other figures where it's not. And then this is the actual accessory that goes with it, and that doesn't have Star Wars on it. But I was quite surprised to see that on there. I'll go ahead and now pull these bad boys out of here. And it looks like it's just one accessory and the figure. So let's crack it open. Let's take a look. Wow. This looks good. I gotta tell you, one thing that does drive me a little bonkers sometimes is the fact that they sometimes make these hoods so big. I mean, look at this thing. This thing is huge in comparison to his head. Like, it's insane. The size of this thing. The hoods, they like make the hoods for like, I don't know. And I know he came into that actual show, and he did the old reveal, so coming in like this was norm. But they made this way too big. So that's my first critique, basically. The figure itself, though, looks pretty cool. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna take off the robe. We could take a look at the actual figure. Oh, this is cool. We'll take a look at the actual face sculpt itself. So the face sculpt looks pretty damn good. It looks like a young Mark Hamill. That looks cool. Got that awesome looking hair. You can see on the belt itself, a little bit of sheen underneath it, and then it goes flat black on the jacket above it, or vest above it. There's a little hook right there for the actual lightsaber. And then this is the actual back of it. You'll notice this hand is black. So good attention to detail. I like that they actually did that, because they could have easily just not done it and been, call it a day. But here he is. This is the Luke Skywalker. So I'll go ahead and I'll crack open the lightsaber. We'll show you the lightsaber as well. So if you remember, he came in, he had that nice green lightsaber. Now, I'll be honest, this is a little bit lighter mint green than a bright green that I've seen in the past. I have a couple of other figures that I know that have green sabers, and even him himself. And it's not quite as light as this is. So this is a very light minty green look to it. Very translucent-y. I really kind of wish it was a little darker, because this would be kind of hard to light up, and give that effect of being bright and still look green. So that's the one thing. Does have a nice little hook. Here's the hilt itself. So you can actually hook this on the belt. They did a really good job with the actual hilt on this thing, I must say. This actually just pops right off. That's all it really does. And then the top of it actually just looks like that. Articulation wise, obviously, good articulation. Got some good head movement. Looks down good. Looks up okay. His hair gets in the way in the back here. He can do a T stance. That's no problem. His arm goes to about that far on the actual elbow there. The hands themselves all do twist, and the elbow obviously twists as well, just at the elbow joint. The hands look like they have, this one has articulation, so it's up and down. And then this one, I believe, probably goes in and out. No, not really. This one also up and down. So there is no in and out on these guys. Typically they'll have one that goes up and down, the other one goes in and out. Not at all this time. The actual body itself, a little bit of bending, not a whole lot of forward or backwards a little bit, but forward it's okay. Should be enough though. The body itself, this jacket here is rubber, so it will get in the way when you're trying to do some sort of posing, but it's not too bad. Not too bad, man. Not too bad at all. Figure going up. So in this scenario, you can see it doesn't quite go to a 90 degree. It cuts it short, but the knees do bend. They do kick out like that. The leg, or the foot, the foot itself, plenty of transition that way, little bit of transition this way going up, and then they always have the nice little cantering functionality for the ankles. So yeah, I gotta say, this is a pretty cool looking figure. Much better looking face than some of the other action figures that I've seen of Luke Skywalker, especially on the Black Series line. So they did a really good job with this one. I'm really pleased with this. If you're into Mandalorian and you're, really do like that series, and this kind of has that nostalgic feel to it, because that pretty much did it for me. When I seen it, I'm like, oh, I've got to get this. I mean, there's no way I can't have this one. Pick this bad boy up. I think it's well worth it. So one way or another, I'll figure out a way to pose this with this big, huge hood so it's not so overwhelming. And I understand that's kind of how you have him in the actual show, but I think all the hoods, no matter who they are, the thing there's just way too much fabric here. I mean, if they could have cut this bad boy down a lot. Luke Skywalker from The Mandalorian Season 1 finale. Go get them. Thanks a lot, everyone. You guys have a great day, and happy hunting, everyone. We'll talk to y'all later.